share. Give me that!
These things are hard to catch. I don't worry though. Everything.
We'll share. Give me that! It's
What's up, guys? It's Leia here, back again with another vloggy vlog. We're starting off the Halloween festivities by going to a haunted house in Hollis, Queens. And yeah, I'm excited. As you can see by the decor outside, I don't know, my expectations are high, so we'll see what happens. What's up, guys? It's the next day. I'm pretty sure you can tell. Got my pops here. So, you're not even gonna say hi? If you're new here, did I say my name already? Sorry, I'm a little high. If you're new here, my name is Leia. Yeah, as you've seen in the previous clip, I was showing you guys like stuff outside of a house. And that's a haunted house. If you didn't know, it's called a haunted house. It's a haunted house in Hollis Queens.
A haunting in Hollis Avenue.
You sure?
Yeah.
Let me make sure. I don't want to say the wrong thing. It's called A Haunting in Hollis. Yeah. So, A Haunting in Hollis. It's in Hollis, Queens. Yeah, so it's a haunted house. How did I find it again? I think I just was looking up what to do for Halloween. And I stumbled upon it, and I never heard of it. I started looking it up, found out that Nick Cannon went to it. His night vision footage is online on YouTube. Yeah, and then I went. I was supposed to go with a friend, but you know, stuff happens. So
she dragged me along.
I asked him to go first, but because when you read the information, it talks about, you know, climbing, like going through holes and stuff like that, and stairs and all that, and then there was a slide that you had to go down, you know. He kind of had his issues with that.
The issues that she's talking about is that, you know, I'm kind of big boned in here, so it's like they have like little holes, little dog holes that you have to go through, and I just couldn't fit. I had to crawl through it.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that, man. You gotta go step by step. So originally he was supposed to go, but he had his reservations about it. So I asked a friend to go. He agreed to come, but then, you know, stuff happens. So I asked my father to come again, and he decided to come. And yeah, we went. So we went over there. I was recording the front. You guys seen all those crazy stuff in the front. I like the one with the girl screaming. I'm not supposed to like that, but it was kind of funny. The ice cream one was kind of funny too. Yeah. So yeah, so that's a haunted house. So now from the description, it says there's a maze. You go through a maze in the front, then you start from the basement of the house and you work your way up to the 5th floor, and then there's a slide that you go down, and then you go through another maze to get out. So that's what it said. Now, when we got there, we were the first ones there. It opens at 6, and our ticket was for 6. So we got there. Well, I mean, that kid was there, but he didn't go inside. So we were the first ones there. It didn't open exactly at 6. They were still getting stuff ready. That's number one. So we didn't even go in at 6. We didn't go in until what,
it was like 6:30, 6:45.
Yeah. So they gave us, we added on the laser guns to the ticket, which is $5 each, so 2 of them. And then they had the option of getting the night vision video, and we decided to get that too. It's also $5. So we're supposed to get all that. So when we got, I don't want to talk forever, but we got the laser guns.
She gave us a little ticket for the night vision video.
Yeah.
At the end of the event.
Yeah. There was also, one of the guns had a flashlight on it. We're gonna get to that. So we was waiting and waiting and waiting, and then we finally got to the front, and she was like, all right, you guys ready? And I'm like, yeah. She was like, are you scared? And I'm like, yeah, kind of getting nervous. And she started banging on the walls, like telling them they're ready, they're coming. So we go through this curtain of garbage bags.
It was like tarps. It was like shredded up tarps that they put in the front.
That was garbage bags.
It was tarps. It was black tarps.
Anyway.
It was black tarps.
Okay. So it could have been. So we get in, pitch black. Couldn't see nothing. Literally. The flashlight did not work for nothing.
It was nothing but smoke. It was pitch black. And couldn't see nothing. You try to feel for the walls and you just can't feel for it.
Yo, they tell you don't touch the actors, of course. So, you know, I'm trying not to touch no walls because I don't know where the actors are. Yo, I'm not gonna hold you. The actors, they did their job. Like, they literally did their job. I was screaming like I never thought I would scream in a haunted house. I'm gonna be real. I was the only one screaming at that. But that's because I was in the front. I was the first to go. So...
Because she had the flashlight, which didn't work.
I got the brunt of all the scariness, technically. I was everybody's shield.
So they gave us these little laser gun thingies, and those didn't do anything but make noise. I mean, they were just like literally children's toys. All they did was just make noise.
I'll have the picture. It's probably up here or down here somewhere.
And me, every time I'm trying to touch the walls, I'm not touching the walls. I wind up touching the actors that's there, and it's like they were hidden, like really good
like
off to the side.
It's dark in there. The light makes it worse. The light makes it real smoky and fog. I don't know if there was fog going on.
Yeah,
in the
there was a lot of
that
fog.
I just could not see.
So you couldn't see delivery in front of you.
So we're all just stepping like, where are we going? And mind you, it's a maze. So you're trying to find your way through, and then you got, you know, Michael Myers coming at you. You got some other people coming at you.
You got clowns coming at you.
And they're like coming at you, like they're in your face.
Yeah, you got zombies coming at you.
Yo, that was scary.
Before going inside, they mentioned to not hit the actors and don't put no hands on the actors. And they also mentioned how the night before they had an actor get hit in the face by a customer. So, I mean, I could understand because the actors did a good job. They were all in your face.
Every time I got scared, I was like, ah! Like, I had to hold it. And then once you get out the maze and you start going throughout the house, I also want to say that this is basically black owned. The owner is black. The owner is a black woman, and her daughter the mother owns the house, and her daughter runs the haunted house. So that's pretty dope. I don't know why you're not hearing about this haunted house. I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, you literally have to go through things. I mean, it's like a maze. I mean,
and then once we was getting out the maze, there was this hole that you had to literally climb through, and then you had to still stay ducked down to climb through another hole to just, you know, get out the maze to, like, I guess, enter the basement of the house.
Yeah.
He had to get on his knees for that one.
Yeah, I had to get all dirty. I had to get on my knees. My whole clothes was all dirtied up, man. It's like
he was holding up the whole line.
Yeah, it's like I came out of a jungle. Because it was just a narrow little dog hole. Yeah. And you had to go through that thing, and then they didn't give you no headspace to stand up. And I'm kind of tall. I'm a big dude, and I'm tall. So I couldn't stand up. I couldn't arch down. And it's like, you know, I had to literally crawl on my hands and knees like a dog, going through it. And then once you come up, then you have an actor coming at you, scaring you, screaming at you.
I didn't see Nick Cannon do none of that going through whole stuff. Now, Before we went in, my father did ask the lady, you know, he's a big dude, you know, the holes and stuff. And she said, it's a maze. There's always ways around it. Just remember that. There's always ways around it. I don't want to spoil it too much for you guys. You know, we just get in the house and we're going through the motions of the house from the basement going up. Yo, the things we had to do, man.
Yeah,
climbing ladders.
Yeah, we had to climb a ladder into another hole to another level. And
literally had to go up, sit down on the floor to climb up in.
Climb in the ladder. Then they had narrow staircases that we had to climb up to different floors and levels.
Yo.
Which is pretty cool. And every time you get to a different level, they had a different theme where somebody was coming at you.
It was really dope. And I was scared the whole way going. Like, I was shaking because, again, you can't see. So you literally don't know what's coming at you. There was some scenes where there was light. So you can see the actors, you can see the setting and all that. The way they had it set up was really cool. But it just, the obstacles you had to go through to get to every room, it just made it feel like it was more for like kids or more people who are more flexible and who can really be going under stuff like just,
Yeah, it was cool though. I mean, if you're not too scared and bothered by the actors and whatnot, if you take the time to look at the stuff that the effort that they put into each room,
like really look,
yeah,
like
if you
go
really
into
look at it, like the bathrooms and stuff like that, it's really good.
Like
they
you
did
pay
a good
attention
job.
to the details, you will really see a lot. Like they really put real thought into it. Each level was great, and then when you got to the top, the slide. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that slide is dangerous.
They have a bar where you can hold and brace yourself, and you can sit down and just slide, but the slide was just too steep.
The slide is
and then
literally,
when it comes back up, it's just like...
It's literally a metal slide. And then the bottom of it, it's a steep sit.
Yeah.
Like, it's a steep sit. So you slide down fast, and then you kind of like bump down in a seat. And you have to really brace yourself. Now, they have cushions. So you already know, if they have cushions, the way they had cushions set up, you know people are flying into walls and stuff. Yeah. I hurt my hand trying to brace myself because, and then when he came down, I had to hold the thing because I didn't even know what was going to happen. Yeah. I didn't want to fly and break through the wall or something. Yo, that slide is that's the death slide. Yeah. Like, that's dangerous.
It wasn't too long of a slide because I thought it was going to be like the second floor of the building going all the way down to the first floor.
Sworn they said
what was it? It was just like a little tiny slide.
I could have sworn they said a 20-foot drop slide. That was not 20 feet.
I don't have the measuring tape, so I don't know if it was 20 feet, but it wasn't that long. It wasn't that big.
Yeah, really, and it was fast.
Yeah,
like,
it was like really quick and dangerous. But you know, every little corridor that you go through, your face would going through those drapes of tarps and whatnot.
Garbage bags.
So you know.
So yeah, it was cool though. It was really dope.
Yeah, but you really can't see in front of you. I mean, it's really
now, if you do go, I recommend they got beams, but I feel like with the beams, because when she turned it on, it was beams of like green specks, but you know it was bright as hell.
Nothing. They did nothing.
How do you know?
They didn't show anything but those beads on the walls. That's it.
But it was bright light though. We probably still wouldn't have been able to see. I don't know, but
you didn't see anything.
But nobody had it with us though.
Yeah, that dude.
You said he didn't turn it on.
But when he did turn it on, all you see was the lights, and
literally?
that's it. Yeah.
I don't know. If you're not afraid of the dark, then go ahead and do that because you're not going to be able to see. You're not.
Yeah, and these actors really, literally come out of nowhere in the dark.
They're really good. Like, they're really good. They come out of nowhere. I'm telling you, we was about to round a corner, and I had the gun. I didn't even know there was a corner there. We was just walking. We got lost. We went around in a circle like twice.
Yeah. The maze, they did a good job on the maze.
We got lost. Mind you, we was with a group of other people too, so we was all helping each other. When we couldn't find each other, we're like, where are you? They're like, we're here. Yo, it was teamwork, man. We really got out of there together.
And some of the actors, I mean, we got lost to a point where some of the actors was helping us out.
They helped us too.
They was like, this way.
Yep. They were helping too. Now, in some parts, there are arrows that show you which way to go, but it still is confusing. It's a maze, you know?
And also, if you choose to go, or whenever you do go.
That was it, right?
Yeah. After the slide, it was the end.
You sure?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it was done after that. So now, remember, I got the ticket. Now the lady said when you're done with the maze and all that, at the end of the maze there'll be someone outside with a TV that can give you the
night vision video.
The night vision footage. So I was like, all right, cool. So we finally get to the end, and there's someone out there, a lady. She's by the TV. The TV got a blue screen, says no signal. And I told her I got this ticket, you know, for the night vision. And she's like, okay. It's like, you was the first group in, right? Yeah. She was like, all right, well, you know, it was working, but then it stopped, so we don't have no footage for you.
So disappointing. So disappointing.
So I was supposed to have footage for you guys instead of all this talking. Just like Nick Cannon had footage, you know, I'm supposed to.
I think it only worked for him.
It
didn't work at all. And she said we was the first group, but then when we left, that screen was still blue. It wasn't working at all.
Yeah, because then she was like, oh, you're going to have to go to the front and tell them to give you a refund. So we went to the front. We waited for damn near, 10, 15 minutes waiting to get a refund. The lady was saying that the guy who works the footage didn't show up. And then she then said he just showed up. So I don't know.
It was still disappointing.
It was. It's like once we got to the end and I found that out, it kind of just tainted the experience a little bit. Like, it was great. Like, going through the house, that was great. Great experience. Better, I'm not going to hold you, it's better than Blood Manor, if you know what Blood Manor is. It was great. But then, not to have no footage, I was really looking forward to that. I was screaming my head off. I really wanted to see that because I knew it was going to be hilarious. And
very disappointing. Nothing. So it's like, you got to go by our words and our memories to see what we're talking about. Or you can go on the Nick Cannon one and see that one, but it's very disappointing.
The Nick Cannon one, I didn't even see him go through no holes.
Very disappointing, but it was cool. It was cool.
It was cool.
It is better than, I mean, I went to Blood Manor in New York City twice. Maybe 3 times, but twice that I can remember. And this one time that I went to this Hollis Avenue one, it topped them both.
Yeah, like you're literally like going through the house, like you're climbing ladders, you're going through holes. It's really cool. Like, it's really cool, and the actors really did an amazing job. Like, they really played the role they were supposed to play. So I recommend going now.
Yeah, recommend going, but do not get there or do not book a 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock appointment.
Yeah, don't go there early. Try and get there a little later.
As late as possible, as late as you can, so that way you can have the full experience and enjoy yourself.
And hopefully the footage will work. Make sure it works before you go through.
Yeah.
Like, literally ask them if it's working. I thought it was going to be working. Like,
or don't pay for it. Like, if you're going to order it online, if you're going to get tickets online, do not order those packages and stuff until you get there.
Yeah, because
when you get there, find out if everything's working and up and running, then you can pay for it.
Yeah, because you can get tickets online if you want and reserve a time slot, or you can just show up and get tickets there.
Yeah.
You also have to sign a waiver. You can also do that there as well. You can also buy the laser gun and all that there as well. You can follow them on Instagram. They have a Twitter. You can check them out. I'll link all that down in the description.
And all your older and bigger people, don't worry about it. You can still go through it and enjoy yourself, have a good time.
Yeah, they have ways around it. Or if you just want to, like him, just go through the motions and try to go through them holes, go for it. You know?
I mean, me, I'm not a person that gets scared easy, but again, I still had a good time.
Yeah.
It was cool.
I literally was the only one screaming. Mind you, there was what, 2 other girls there?
I'm a horror fan.
But then again, I was in the front, so I literally experienced most of everything.
Yeah.
Everybody else didn't really. Once they got there, the actors wasn't really doing much of anything anymore.
Yeah, that was another thing that kind of sucked. I mean,
yeah.
They need to be more on top of scaring each and every person that walks through the hole or through a corridor or whatever the case may be.
Like, I mean, even if you have to like step in front and really.
It's like they would scare the first person that walks through, but then stop.
Yeah,
and then everybody that's behind them is not,
getting
scared or getting the full.
So it's like I'll scream and they'll be like, "What happened? There's somebody there?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then once they go through, that's it. You just see them there, or they just disappear.
Yep.
And it's like, okay.
Like she went through one where they had this guy inside of a jail type of thing.
Oh yeah, when I went up, that's when we had to go through one of the narrow staircases. When I got up, there was a guy in the jail cell. And he was like, help me. And I'm like, no, I'm not helping you. And he was walking towards the gate. And I'm like, I hope that gate's locked and you can't get out. So as I was going to the stairs, he was trying to come out. And I said, please don't come out. Please don't come out. And then he went back further inside because he seen more people coming. And then I ran upstairs.
And by the time I got there, he was just inside the jail, just sitting in there chilling. He didn't do anything. He didn't try and scare me. He didn't try, help me or anything. So I think they need to step up on that. But other than that, again, it was still a cool experience.
Yeah. So I'm saying I wish the night vision. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. Join the fam. Thank you guys for tuning in. And that was our Haunting in Hollis experience. You check it out before. I know when I post this, it's going to be literally the last week.
Yeah. But either way,
my apologies, but future.
For
you
for
can
next
check
year,
it out.
because they claim that they've been around for 5 years.
Yeah,
so you never know.
Yeah, definitely check them out if you want. And yeah, catch you guys later.